So what's good, everyone? My name is Abby Sarabia. I am the founder of Creators Club, a social and educational digital platform that provides resources for musicians. Now, on top of that, I am also an artist, and I'm not famous or anything. I've broken a few records in my day, but I've been doing this for a very long time. And here are 5 of the biggest mistakes that I wish I would have avoided for my own music career. I hope by sharing these things, you will also avoid these mistakes and ultimately avoid setbacks. Boom. All right, number 1, let's get into it. So, comparing yourself, running your own race. You all have to realize that your music career is truly yours, and it is different than everybody else's. There's this saying that everything in the music industry is true and false at the same time. We say that because, one, it could work for someone and it could completely not work for someone else. So the constant comparing, the constant, you're trying to run a race next to the person next to you just doesn't exist. And if you can kind of conquer that mindset that you're at your own pace, you are at your own will, you are creating your own art, and you are on your own time, if you can incorporate that mindset early on, I promise you that that is a huge piece to being successful. Number 2, avoid investing in any type of anything that is trying to sell you something. If they are saying that they're going to listen to your music for $5 even, do not do it. For people who really work in the music industry, they will not be asking you for money. They do this because they love it, it's their passion, and also they have to see it from a business perspective. So if they're just accepting money from anyone, A, they're a scammer, and B, it is most likely a scam. Early on in my career, which was like 2018, 2017, I invested or spent money on, at least I wasted money on streaming services, things that could, get my streams up. I wasted money on playlists, and although they were authentic playlists, I still now would have put that money in other places like content, music videos, PR, stuff like that. So if you are going to spend money on your career, spend it on a marketing budget, spend it on things that are tangible. And if you're going to work with someone who is promising you things, ensure that you can at least have that one-on-one conversation with them, that you're not just speaking to a bot or a computer or a service. Anybody who's working with you on your career really needs to be able to individualize it. So if it is a cookie cutter approach, it's probably not worth investing in. Number 3, avoid being ignorant. And what I mean here is teach yourself a little bit of everything, or at least as much as you can. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. There's no amount of money in the world that could make me good at math. So ultimately, I'm going to resource that out. I'm going to resource my finances, accounting, anything that has to do with numbers. I probably am not going to do it, but I'm going to know a little bit enough about it to where nobody can kind of pull the wool over my eyes, so to speak. Know a little bit about everything to where you at least know what you expect for your music and for your brand. Number 4, one thing I would avoid is not collaborating. I know a lot of times when artists begin, they're really conscientious about who they work with, about collaborating with people, and as you should be. But what I am here to say is that collaboration is actually key to your success and opening the doors for other opportunities. So although you collaborate with someone that you might not think is like the best fit for you, they could know somebody who is watching you, who is listening to your collaborative project, so you never know. So when you're beginning, the best free marketing, the best way to scale your brand awareness is to collaborate with other people. I will say this about collaborating with other people. Number 1, be safe. Make sure it's somebody that you can trust. And number 2, make sure that they are professional. If they are not those 2 things, by all means, scrap the collaboration. But if they are, find a way to make it work, especially in the beginning as you're trying new things. And number 5, I would avoid misbranding myself. So when I began, honestly, like I said, I started in the 2017, 2018 era. It was all about quick blow ups. It was about Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, Lil Yachty, all of these people who deemed to be successful overnight. And what they were showing were signs of success was big chains, cars, $1 million record labels, things like that. So because I didn't have a true understanding of what was important to me, what my brand foundation was, I was chasing the wrong things. And that is the number one way to burn out. So by branding yourself correctly, you align your mission with your values, with your purpose, with all of the good stuff. So you are always anchored in what you believe in. I know if you're beginning, you're probably worried about just getting to that next level, but let me tell you that branding is the first step. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, go into the description. I have a bunch of branding resources for you for free. But ultimately, if you avoid these 5 things, you will be in a much better position than I ever was, and in a better position than most of your competition will be in, because they will fall susceptible to these types of things if nobody is telling them what to avoid. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, smash that subscribe button and follow me on TikTok. I'll see you around, everyone.